E39 shirt technology that we've been marveling at for now 3 on-field days. It's time to talk about it right now from Under Armour, Duane Carlisle, also the Director of Sports Performance for Purdue University. Welcome back to our coverage, sir.
Thank you.
Good to see you. So the bug in the middle of the shirt, picking up all sorts of information.
All kind of stuff.
All kinds of information. We got it on Von Miller today. Let's take a look at what the bug came back with. We take a look at the video that's been compiled thanks to the E39 shirt from UA, Under Armour. We're seeing his resting heartbeats 146 beats per minute.
That's in anticipation of getting ready for the biggest event of his life. You can see his heart rate's gone up.
And it goes down when he starts running.
Yep.
Pulling 7.7 forces of G, and then the heart rate spikes again after it's all done at the very end, and then goes down. It's just a nervous energy.
Yeah. And it's the opposite of all the other guys we've seen. His spike before and after, not during.
Not during, I know.
Well, he probably got a really good warm-up in.
Yeah, he did look nice and lathered up, for sure.
He did.
7.3 Gs on his broad jump, and then the vertical jump. Now, the reason why this is less Gs than, say, Cam Newton has to do with the weight?
Yes.
Okay.
If you look here, this 11.3 is off the charts.
Right.
Absolutely phenomenal. And it just is an attribute to his explosiveness and ability to accelerate his body vertically.
11. That is the highest we've seen.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen anybody over 10. I think Cam Newton was in the 9s.
Yes, he was. Yeah. So if you were training a team, what would you use this technology for?
Well, there's one thing to train an individual for this event, which is a one-time output that you're looking at. But from a team perspective, I want to see if a guy can be explosive play after play after play in a training environment. You look at the game of football, how much does a guy need to be explosive? Well, it comes down to him being able to do it for as many plays as he's demanded to do that. So in a training environment, I can look at these measurements, get real-time measurements at the beginning of a workout, middle of a workout, 3/4 of the way through the workout, and the end of a workout. And what I'm looking at is to see whether or not that guy's explosive play after play.
So it would be pretty cool if you could replicate, I would imagine, a player in the fourth quarter when he's tired and fatigued, he's already taken 60 snaps, he's still got a fourth quarter to go, and be able to replicate that kind of pressure on the body in a workout environment.
Absolutely.
Is that where we're heading?
That's where we're headed. That's where we're headed. And I think it's a tremendous teaching tool and a tremendous evaluation tool for a coach. So you can measure those things and you can see, hey, we've had players when I was with the 49ers where you could eyeball it and see a guy who just wasn't quite as explosive over a 4-quarter period. From a training standpoint, I can then take that information and I can take that data and I can customize that training program to what that guy specifically needs.
That's a long way from the old days. You did your bench max and your 40.
Well, the way you just described it is also the old days. Now you're getting it in real time. You're getting it as it happens.
Right.
You're taking it off a shirt and plugging it into a computer, for crying out loud.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's what's going on thanks to the E39 shirt. Good to see you again. I'm sure we'll see you tomorrow for the last day of on-field drills. That's Duane Carlisle of Under Armour and also of Purdue University here in the great state of Indiana. Welcome back. That's Lee Smith, the tight end, wearing the Under Armour E39 jersey. As you can see, that's the bug, as it's called, right there in the middle of the shirt. Very Iron Man-looking construct that a handful of players at the 2011 NFL Scouting Combine, powered by Under Armour, are wearing. And we're pleased to be joined right now by the former strength coach of the San Francisco 49ers and the current Under Armour performance training consultant and director of sports performance at Purdue University, Duane Carlisle. Good to see you here on the program.
Good to see you.
So what is this E39 jersey that we're seeing for the first time here at the Scouting Combine?
It's incredible technology that Under Armour developed that essentially has 3 components to it. It's got an accelerometer, which measures acceleration. It's got a system where it measures respiratory system, and then it also measures your heart rate as well.
All in one, and that's what the bug's all about.
That's what the bug is.
It's not the fabric, it's the bug that's in the middle of the fabric.
So the bug is the accelerometer, and then on the side there is the breathing rate,
right,
and also the heart rate.
Okay, now we saw Costanzo wear this earlier before, And we're taking a look at the readings that we got from the shirt. These are the first readings we've ever gotten from a shirt before, but that's what this is all about. We're breaking new technology here through the power of Under Armour. And so that's it. This is 3 minutes before he runs his 40. He's got a heartbeat of 123 beats per minute, and then boom, obviously, we not only see his heart rate go up, but he's got that's the G-force reading down there?
That's a G-force reading, yes.
8.9.
For his first 10 yards. What does that mean, Duane?
Well, to put it in perspective, a drag race car is going to pull 4.2 G-forces over a 4-second period. So with Anthony here, he was able to achieve 8.9 G-seconds in his first 2 to 3 steps. So you correlate that to what his position demands. He needs to be able to generate a tremendous amount of force in a short amount of time.
So these are quality numbers. These are good readings for him. An 8.9
well,
G rating.
That's interesting because his vertical G rating is the exact same as his 10-yard sprint was.
Exactly.
Should there be a correlation there?
There is a correlation. Absolutely. He's able to generate high forces in a short amount of time, which again is what you want for that position.
I'm being told F-15s pull 9 Gs. So that means he's an F-15 of a Vertex Leaper? Is that what I'm understanding? Because he just leapt 9 Gs basically when he's hitting the Vertex.
Absolutely.
And so basically, what can let's try and bring this home for the viewers.
Right.
What can be done with these numbers in your estimation?
Well,
Duane?
From a coaching standpoint, you get real-time information, which is something that you've never really had before. Oftentimes you're on the field and you can kind of eyeball it and you hope that you get good at that, but to put in perspective, you get real-time information that you can download into a smartphone or that device there, you can upload it into a computer and you can see the graph and you can make some coaching decisions.
You mean like during a game, in other words? Like, is that where this is headed? Is that what you're saying?
From a training perspective, I would imagine down the road it's headed there, but from a training perspective, athletes get real-time feedback in terms of where they're at. So if you have someone who has a low G-force, say 4 or 5, well, we know that we need to improve the horsepower of that athlete through strength training and explosive training. Or the other thing that you may want to look at is body position. A lot of times athletes are they have very inefficient body mechanics when they go to accelerate.
Do you have to program in all their weight and everything? Like what we just saw an offensive tackle. What if a defensive back is running a 40-yard dash? Do you have to program it in, or does it just automatically spit out what the numbers are?
Well, it automatically spits out the number. What we're looking at is G-forces minus their body weight.
Okay, so how do you correlate comparing 2 different positions or 2 players at the same position? Either way. Okay,
so what you're going to see, two players at the same position. You may have a guy that's 8'9", such as Anthony was, or you may have someone that's 6'6". You're going to visually be able to see the fact that guy is not as explosive, doesn't generate the same amount of pop or acceleration.
Will the guy with the higher number always be the faster guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And what does G-force test? What does that show you?
Acceleration.
And burst?
Acceleration and burst.
So what you're saying is that this is now quantifying a fast twitch athlete. You can actually put a number to somebody's fast twitch muscles.
Exactly. And so from a coaching standpoint, there's a tremendous amount of information to be gathered from that in terms of not only preparing an athlete for the combine, but preparing them to play football.
So if you and I have this, like if your number is higher than mine, I could get on a training regimen to bring my number comparable to where your number is. So you and I could be the same.
I'm thinking it's the other way around.
Yeah, no, Richard would be higher than mine.
But I'll tell you what, because I'm already thinking that if this technology could be used here, what about during a game? But you can know when somebody maybe is getting tired, or you can know when somebody needs to,
Well, I think more so in finding a backup at a position, because then you would know I need to bring Mike's number up. So let's put him on this training regimen as opposed to the training regimen that I'm already on. So it's one of those things where I can build Mike instead of having us do the same thing where he's not getting the pop that I'm getting out of it.
Rich, are you wearing one when you're 40?
When I run my 40 on Monday?
Yes.
I don't want to reveal state secrets.
Okay.
But do you know something I don't, Duane?
Sure. One of the other interesting things is the company that helped develop this technology is called Zephyr. They're out of New Zealand. And I use the technology with our athletes to measure respiration as well as to measure heart rate. So you notice Anthony was about 123 before he actually got on the line. Got on the line, heart rate jacked up to 145. Now, he didn't do anything physically from that point, right, before he started.
He's just getting it hyped up.
It's a fight or flight.
Right.
He runs his 40, heart rate stays up. In about 60 seconds, you start to see the rate of his heart rate drop 15 to 20 beats. Well, as a strength and conditioning coach, one of the things I looked at was how fast their heart rate was dropping. That helped me determine how fit that guy was.
Right.
And more importantly, how they could recover between plays.
Yeah, I might wear the shirt Monday.
Cool.
I think
Will it make you faster?
I don't know. We'll find out.
You'd be aerodynamic.
Julio Jones and Cam Newton are going to wear it on Sunday.
Wow.
It's going to look sweet on you, too.
Well, we're going to have to go underneath underneath the shirt. I'll look like Iron Man, and then I'll do the Superman to show it underneath. Good to see you, Duane. Good to see you. I guess we're going to see you on Monday as well.
Absolutely.
Duane Carlisle is going to be with us all week. The same with the E39 jersey. Fascinating technology.